Well, suicide continues to be the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. September is Suicide Prevention Month, and we want to take some time this morning to talk about this important topic. Joining us now to help us raise awareness and share some important information is Shelia Beasley. And Shelia, great to have you on the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Certainly a topic that needs to be talked about. We're
Absolutely.
seeing more people open that conversation, I think, on mental health than before, but the numbers continue to be so high.
The numbers are growing. We are actually in an epidemic, and it is, we're seeing even younger people. Right now, suicide is the second leading cause of death in people of the age of 10 to 32. And that's really heartbreaking when you're talking about 10-year-olds. And we've seen that. You find that in Tennessee, actually, suicide now is the second leading cause of death in terms of injury in the state of Tennessee. So the numbers are huge, and it's a global issue. There's someone that dies every 40 seconds globally from suicide. There's even more that attempt suicide, and the reporting's not good there either. There is over 1.5 million attempts a year to suicide.
And of course, when we think about suicide, we think about depression and the correlation between the two.
Depression is often the start. You can have suicidal ideation is the chronic thought of taking your own life. You can have suicidal ideation occur without depression, but most frequently it is directly related to depression. And depression today is the #1 cause of disability in the United States.
And you sort of have a unique perspective on this because you have spent years in the world of anesthesiology and working with one particular drug that is used there that we're now seeing to treat depression.
Exactly. Ketamine it's a very old drug, and like you said, it's an anesthetic drug. And I've been doing anesthesia for about 28 years and have used that drug within my practice the whole time. And in the last 10 to 15 years, they began to find that using it in sub-anesthetic doses was having some profound effects on patients suffering with depression and with suicidal ideation. And so that's what we're beginning to see now, is that we're having the opportunity to provide this treatment for patients and seeing some remarkable results with the therapy.
And you just got back from a conference, and you've sort of switched your whole life's course now because of this.
In many ways, yes. I just came from Denver, and it was the second annual conference of the American Society of Ketamine Physicians. Some amazing, great minds, some of the pioneers in this area. So I'm excited because now I'm taking those years of experience and applying them in a different capacity. We do work with mental health care providers in the area, along with myself and my partner, who is also a CRNA. We are advanced practice nurses with specialties in anesthesia, and looking to work with these patients in trying this new opportunity that's showing itself to be highly effective, even more so than some of the classic treatments.
Wow. And you say it's so important when it comes to mental health that people really listen to the symptoms. We listen to those people.
Yeah. You know, we have to quit being afraid. People will frequently give us hints that they are contemplating taking their own life. They may say things like, you know, I'm just not good to anybody anymore. I don't know why I'm still here. And they may even say, I want to die. On our side, we have to be bold enough to ask the question, are you thinking about taking your own life? And be aware of those clues that they give us. And that's anybody. That's not just healthcare providers. That's everyone needs to be aware of those clues that they're giving us.
And of course, you're hearing these stories and you're working with these patients and helping them through this process.
Yeah, it is our goal to, you know, so many times patients are ending up in the ER and waiting on a mental health bed for days at a time in the emergency room. And so we're really trying to educate also the other providers out there that this is an option to look at that can really help bring these patients down to a very rapid improvement in their suicidal thoughts.
There's a lot of help in our community, and
Absolutely.
that is the most important message. We want to give everybody your information. Here's a phone number right here on your screen. Their office is located in Kingsport. You can check out that information for more. Also, 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK is the 24-hour suicide hotline. Thank you so much for joining us, Shelia.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.